All right, so the cheapest, easiest, quickest, and most effective cleanse and detox that you can do starting right now that I believe will almost have the widest, most positive impact on our overall quality of life. So much so that I would almost guarantee it. And this is something that you probably might not have heard of, might not have considered, and might not have really registered on your radar as something to be important. But in my opinion, it is actually one of the most important things that we can do. So there are things called endocrine disrupting chemicals. And one of the major ways that we get bombarded with these on a regular basis is through artificial fragrance. And the amount of artificial fragrance that the average person is imbibing and imbuing and bathing in and immersed in 24/7, 365 is absolutely mind-boggling. And I personally believe, and I personally experienced, removing this stuff from your life, going cold turkey and just cutting it out is absolutely one of the best things that you can do. I've had friends, I've had clients, I've known a lot of people that have done this, and people have noticed allergies go away, digestive issues go away, mental fog starts to go away, mental clarity goes up. People like itchy skin, psoriasis, eczema, dandruff, all these sorts of things start to go away, start to improve. I've also talked to a lot of women that have had their menstrual cycle balance out, harmonize, get way less painful and get way more comfortable, and eventually just reach a place of homeostasis. And the list really just goes on and on and on, because whether it's stings in people's shampoos, conditioners, body washes, soaps, lotions, body sprays, deodorants, hair gels, hairsprays. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Laundry detergent, fabric softener, dryer sheets, the weird stuff people plug into their wall, the Glade plugins or the little sticks with the chemicals, the air fresheners people put in their cars, colognes, perfumes, all of these things, all of these fake, artificial, disgusting chemicals that people are just bathing in 24/7. And what people don't realize is that their skin is the biggest organ of absorption. And then also when you inhale, basically this is like a straight shot into your brain. This is like our olfactory system is kind of the front row seats for how our brain is interfacing with the external world. So if you're constantly ingesting neurotoxins, or endocrine disrupting chemicals, and known carcinogens 24/7, 365 for however long you do it, you can kind of assume that this might cause problems for our endocrine system. It might gunk up our lymphatic system, which if those things go wonky, forget it. I mean, that's our lymphatic is our waste removal kind of processing system. So if you combine that mass load of just poison and disgusting stuff with maybe people's diet isn't that great, they're also getting bombarded with a lot of chemicals there, PFAs and everything else. And then, keep factoring in the things. And it's really no wonder that a lot of people deal with inflammation, autoimmune conditions, digestive conditions, dry skin, itchy skin, all manner of sensitivities from the body just being constantly irritated. So removing this stuff as much as you possibly can, reasonably, is pretty easy. And because you're probably going to be already buying those products, you can just buy different products or just use plain oils on your skin. Like, it's very simple. It's very easy. It's not that difficult to remove these things. And there'll be a little bit of a detox, definitely. And you will, after a short period of time, you will start to realize how absolutely numb and habituated you were to these aggressive stimulants. And you'll go through a phase where you'll realize how egregious and how offensive these things truly are, but you just didn't realize it because it's just what you were used to. And then what will happen is your overall ability to enjoy life will go up. Your ability to actually smell will go up. Your ability to actually taste will go up. So you'll get more enjoyment from food, from walking in nature, from being outside, from any manner of things that should be really enjoyable and should be a great sensory experience, that all will go up because all of the junk that's clogging up the system and aggressively overstimulating it will go down. It's just basically like if you think about if you had a part of your body or something and you just kept rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it, it's going to go through a stage of feeling raw, feeling irritated, feeling hypersensitive. And then eventually it's just going to kind of numb out because your body's like, okay, in order to survive, we got to just numb out this pain and we just don't even know it. But why use that illustration is that's how a lot of people live, constantly irritated, constantly inflamed, and then bordering on just numb. Which then what happens is the threshold for everything has to just get continually raised up, and then our overall enjoyment of life goes down. So that's just another way that removing this stuff can really have potent psycho-emotional, mental benefits, along with all of the other just purely physiological things. So this is one of the most important things that I can recommend for anyone to do. Doesn't take that much. It's very easy. Doesn't cost very much, doesn't really take much work, and can have the widest, most profound health benefits. And oftentimes for a lot of people is kind of the missing link, that they're trying all of these things, but this is something that's just clogging them up, literally.